questions. Shall I leave them for you to respond to?
Oh no, Phil, go wild. All right, we are officially live. So no one's going to be watching this bit live, but I suppose it will be on the VOD afterwards. So welcome to Cannabis Casual Competition number 17. I'm Cannabis, alongside, for the first time ever, and possibly for many years in the casting booth, if I remember what you were telling me before, it's Maisie Panzerpan. How's it going?
You want to play too?
Ah, I've had a little bit fun.
Oh,
that...
we weren't gonna bust this out till game 2.
Apparently, it's all impressions all the time. But hey, how's it going, Maisie? I know I certainly first came across you in Twitch Rivals, where the chat was going crazy for every one of your appearances.
Yeah. I don't know why they do that, but I like it.
So, we today have got ourselves 16 players. I believe we unfortunately had to miss out on a couple of perennial favourites, including Mr. Duck. Unfortunately, I think possibly slept through the opening, so I'm glad we're not starting at 9:30 anymore. Jeez. But yeah, so we've got 2 lobbies, and we're starting here with Lobby 1, where we've got some familiar faces for Under Fry. Rennigan, I recognise if you are a watcher of the Contingent Competitive League, which takes place on Friday evenings. Because they just did very well over there, so they're spreading their wings a little bit. D-Wolf and Deathbalingus we've seen around as well, but we have some new faces, like Giga Monster Chad, which is quite the name.
That's a beautiful name.
I think Crispy and Woomoo is also new, but we've got 2 POVs. We've got Thunder Fighter, who is Thunder Fry, and Renegade, who are providing their streams for us. Hey, Starbix, welcome to the stream. So who would you like to start off with, Maisie?
Oh, I mean, this thunder name. Woo!
Yeah.
We gotta start there. We gotta bring the thunder like right off the bat. Let's go.
All right, so they're up against Deathbalingus, and it looks like we've got a pretty solid setup with a very, very early Ribbon. I think we're both roughly the same level of okay at TFT, but not like super detailed. So definitely, everyone watching it, don't expect anything particularly clever, but maybe we can at least make silly voices to make up for it.
Counterfeit Casual TFT, the most okayest casting.
That's the bar I'm trying to reach.
Ah, that could be the jingle. The most okayest tournament. Yeah.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh, clip it. This is
already lost my mind. Welcome.
Hey, look who's that in the chat. Could it be not someone who's okay at TFT, but someone who's more than okay in Pro Blob? Nice to see you on moderating duty as well. Gosh, can't remember that.
Twitch Rivals legend.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
The ace of Team Best Friends of Team UK in Probable Blob. I'm doing dabs IRL, but you can't even see.
I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice.
The power.
I'm mentally dabbing as well because I was so excited to see Blob play for the UK. It's just a shame it didn't work out to... I think I kept keeping an eye on stream, but no. I don't think...
What? We were number 6. That is incredible. 6 of 10. The UK's never done that good at anything in its life.
That's true. Oh my gosh. Alright, so... Let's bring it back to the game very... Oh no, Trash Panda's trying to control you. I get the impression this is a very hard thing to do. Let's talk about the game a bit. So Deathbalingus and Dark Wolf, D-Wolf. I've no idea what the D stands for. Both. I don't know. They're both on 100 right now.
Doing good at TFT. That's what the D stands for.
Oh, there you go. Do not succumb to the cringe.
You heard it here. This is the official caster verdict.
All right, so there we go. It's a long name, but fortunately, it is nicknameable. Wubumu is setting themselves up pretty nicely with some Forgotten shenanigans, and of course, Forgotten. You can't go too far wrong with them. That Draven later on is always going to be a pretty big hitter.
I do love Forgotten. It's one of the most complex team comps when you think about it, because you go into game and you just pick the green ones.
It's helpful when the game works that way, isn't it?
Well, like Redeemed is like you go all yellow. You want to go Dawnbreaker, you'll want the blue ones.
I guess, yeah. It's very helpful that way, actually. I do wonder if there's any colorblind mode to help out.
There actually isn't. I'm red-green colorblind, so I get there, but you know, it's just an extra layer of complexity. So really, I should be given a medal or something. I'm clearly a hero.
You're a hero to all countries. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I read that in a reputable newspaper. But speaking of reputable, which is a very quick way of transitioning to something else which has nothing to do with being reputable. Oh, actually, wait, no, this does make sense. Okay, speaking of reputable, we'll check out Rennigan, who had a very strong performance, as we said, in the CCL yesterday, which is another TFT tournament that takes place on Friday evenings. Do go check them out if you have time then, because they are delightful, and they also advertise this tournament, so... That's a lot.
And they're rocking the chunk. Like, you gotta love a good chunk player.
Oh, wow, yeah. I appreciate the Hawaiian?
Oh yeah, there's vibes there.
The proper vibes. As we see in with Way Too Slick, who is a long-time tournament player, and they look like they've got themselves a Riven setup at the moment, though I guess if we start to talk more seriously about TFT meta at the moment, certainly the Draconic Abomination setup is extremely popular, and so having, you know, a Runan's Hurricane means you've always got the possibility of dipping into that if you succumb to temptation.
We're already hitting 2.6 though, so it could be a little late to start trying to get that to pop off.
But for sure, we'll definitely keep an eye on also how many people are going down that route, because certainly from what I saw yesterday in the CCL, you know, most lobbies, the majority of wins were going to that comp, so I expect to see a lot here, but this is a more casual competition, so I think people are more likely to be just kind of thrown in whenever they feel like playing on any given day. Hopefully we'll see some pretty wild stuff.
Oh, I'd love that if someone just went nuts with something we'd never seen before.
I can only hope so. I mean, the Bulldozer competition, I don't know if you've come across that as of yet. I only came across it yesterday. The whole thing of Pantheon together with Varus, which somehow makes a competition that works.
Oh,
it does.
Not familiar.
Yeah, I don't know how it works at all, but apparently it wins. Like, it won a couple of lobbies, though when I saw it being played in the finals, it got smashed. But it's apparently pretty good. So there are comps out there still to be discovered, even though we're just about to chuck this set in the bin.
Oh, I can't wait.
I guess I can infer your general feelings on the set from that then.
I have a love-hate relationship with it. But it's not time to talk about my grievances about this.
I mean, is it not?
This is not the platform.
I mean, if there's ever a use for a platform, it's, you know, throwing shade. Oh, Pariah Senpai. Oh, okay, I understand. This is your crew coming in.
I guess Pariah do be my crew. Yes. Can I just That's the standard greeting. So
I understand. I too have streamed in the past.
Look at that! You got the prime for that and everything.
Oh well, Pariah Senpai, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I would start trying to do a bit more streaming, so I too can have these in-jokes with other people, like uwooing. I did have a esports team though. Oh, sorry.
I don't think it's so much that we have in-jokes. I think it's just that I'm the joke, and I'm actually okay with it. It's a big part of accepting who you are as a streamer. Just become the joke.
I don't know, though. I mean, with all seriousness, that's what kind of, like, you know, this definitely isn't going to turn into just an interview. But I remember being really struck when that happened at Twitch Rivals, because that wasn't really happening with any other player. That, like, people were just so excited in the chat. So I think, you know, I'll give yourself some credit. I think people are genuinely happy, and I think that's a wonderful thing to be able to create people.
Oh.
But yes, Sugar Daddy Pariah making it rain, very much appreciated. You know.
Oh, we gonna see a karma coming out here from Crispy Burger.
Oh yeah, almost certainly. Let's in fact, let's get ahead of that and say
that's getting spicy.
Probably karma.
Are we locking it in on the scoreboard? Let's go.
So do bear in mind with the scoreboard, this is a manually done thing, so it's very likely at any given point it's going to be out of date and or wrong or misleading. So Deathbalingus is... Actually, I will put probably Draconic. I mean, if you're seeing a set leveling up, then that's usually means one thing. Crispy, so it's going to be Dark Karma Dawnbringers of some kind. Actually, sorry, I haven't been paying as much attention to the beginning of the game as I should have to keep up with everything. Let's swap across and check in with Funafry and see how they're doing. They've been going redeemed for a while, and it looks like they're sticking that way. They've got a lot left on the bench, though, item-wise, which makes me wonder if they might have some idea that they aren't fully happy with where they are right now and might want to change.
Are any redeemed one-trickers truly happy?
Oh, jeez!
We're gonna ask the hard-hitting questions.
Oh, also, apparently, and I've got to add this to the notes, is Slick is also streaming as well, so fantastic.
Ooh.
So let's get that added to our collection of streams. So we're using multi-stream here, which is a free alternative to the Teams functionality I think you have on, which you can have on Twitch. I definitely recommend it for any of you guys who are looking to do multi-view events. But yeah, okay, so since we've got Slick, and I should say thank you to Skellig for pointing that out, let's go check out what they're up to. Hooah!
Oh, we got a face cam and everything.
Oh yeah, Slick is the business.
Of course, I look at the face cam before I look at the 3-item ribbon, who is actually very intimidating.
This is a... Okay, so I mean, yeah. This is something which has kind of come up a lot recently, is that the item setup here for the for this ribbon here could be a Yasuo item setup, or it could potentially even be an Abomination item setup, or it could be a Jax item setup, or it could be a Draven item setup. Like, all of those different kind of carries all, you know, functionally work with very similar items, so it's crazy to think how many possibilities there are here for Slick if they decide not to keep on this current road.
I mean, they could completely lose the plot and decide that today is Lulu's day. That could be Lulu, right? You never know.
We can only hope, just so we've got an excuse to bust out the Lulu impression.
Oh, that would be marvelous.
I mean, I'm just kind of reading ahead in the script.
We have a script? Where's my copy?
I mean, I write a script to make me look good, because I'll come up with all the clever jokes ahead of time.
Oh, I should have did that. I should have did that.
You should have did, but I mean, that's what's, you know, you learn from experience. All right, let's look at the lobby overall though. So
we got the ribbon too.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice pickup, but Slick is on 60 health right now. Slick
needs this.
Hmm?
Slick do be needing this to stop losing the HP so quickly.
I've got a request from a Trash Panda. Okay, I'd like to ask. Let's do a seance style. If Annie is in the room, I'd like Annie to tell us if Way Too Slick might have lost too much HP in the early going.
I don't know if we can do this.
Okay, don't worry.
I'm gonna get a cease and desist.
All right, we'll save it. We'll save it for game 2 or maybe game 3 or maybe game 4. That's not going to happen. All are good options. So we've got ourselves a pretty top-heavy lobby right now. Renegade up with 90 HP and D-Wolf on 87. Then a big drop off to the 60s for everybody else. We've got the top 2 and then everybody else from the rest of the lobby. So no one's dropped too low as of yet, but it's still potentially dangerous territory, especially if one of these top 2 starts really popping off. So let's see, what have we got? So Renegade is running the Forgotten with the Cavaliers. Note the placement of the rail to Cavalier charge into the side and try and make sure that the line of shielding goes through where it needs to. So it's going to pick up on that brand. And I think Renegade is... We haven't got their POV to check exactly what their win streak is right now, but they seem to be doing pretty well, and I suspect that they are going to go on a tear here with what looks to be the beginnings of a very strong rise.
Yeah, they don't seem to have any Draven items in play. Which usually when I look at the Forgotten comp, that's kind of what happens. Like you throw the items onto the Vayne and shift it to Draven, but it seems to be that all the eggs are very much in the Rise basket.
Yes, I mean I guess that's one of the things that makes the Forgotten comp appealing is that you've got the ability to run a couple of different carries. But I guess ideally you want to be running both.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this could be a really great round for them with Wolves. Like, we'll just see what items come out for them. But you can play a lot of different things on that Draven once you get him.
All right, let's hop around. So we just spent a little bit of time with Slick there with the Riven competition. So, Thunderthry, I think we were initially going to go and check them out initially before we switched across, and they have just found some big news. They've got their Vel'Koz up. I think they're just looking for one more redeemed to get them up to 6 redeemed heading into this round.
No
Oh, they do.
There we go. We got the 6 redeemed. That's a big power spike.
Okay.
They need it. Let's go.
So up against D-Wolf with the Dawnbringer Karma. So they've got themselves not just the Karma, but also the Riven as well. So they've kind of got a similar setup to the Forgotten with the, the AD part of the composition. So Riven instead of Draven, and the Karma kind of fulfilling the same function as the Rise. So, gosh, it's actually going to be good enough there to slice through even 6 redeemed.
Oof.
It's going to be a little bit worrying for Thunderfry after just hitting.
I have faith.
Okay, Shadow Hand of Justice looks like a pretty solid pickup there. A lot of items hadn't been completed.
Oh no, they misplaced, I think.
Oh no, I mean, I love it when players communicate their emotions through the way they move units on the board.
I speak frantic cursor. They're not happy.
Oh no. Okay, I'm not sure what they were trying to go for there.
I think they were trying to do the blue buff because they were they tried to move the tier and then the luck started going in all sorts of directions there.
Oh no. Well, I guess it's at least not a completely unreasonable option. As Thunderfry, who now it's okay. So we've actually got a bit of an update. So this is Renningen, who was running the kind of the Rise waiting room. Actually, not doing so well here. Maybe the lack of resistances on Forgotten is allowing this. Well, I was going to say allowing Vel'Koz to do some good work, but just got blown up, so never mind. I guess the sort of the downside here was that, and this will remain in place when Rise comes in, is that Vel'Koz was able to do a good amount of damage, but not enough to actually kill Brand, so they ended up actually activating that dark blue buff and casting constantly for the rest of the round.
Dark blue buff Rise. Nobody gets to have fun except the person playing it.
Yes. I think it's pretty fair to say that dark blue buff Rise, gosh, that's quite a phrase, was a mistake. But hey, I think it still remains in place in set 5.5, right? No.
No, Rise is gone and has been replaced with Fiddlesticks.
Oh, good.
Who is our new Abomination Mystic.
Oh, so here we go. We can update probably Draconic to definitely Draconic.
Yes,
Abomination.
absolutely.
Because there we go. Death Blingus is going with what you'd expect to see there. So just a whole bunch of good stuff. I mean, they don't actually have the setup for Rise, but they have got the very good setup for their Abomination there. So they're going to be... I like as well having the Shadow Last Whisper to be able to spread the shred and hopefully enable a Rise carry later on. Ooh, hello. Got the stream dropping there, so let's switch across to what's Renningen up to. They are in second place.
Oh, Rennigan's lost the win streak. We missed that one.
Oh, that must have been just after the round we saw. So I have to imagine once they actually get the Rise in, if they haven't got it already, that's going to be a big turning point for them. But we'll see what they've got as they are scouting the lobby themselves. We can see Dawnbringers, Nightbringers. I think we might even be seeing some.
Oh, we've just piled into 8 there. Ooh.
Okay. So we've got a Rise. In fact, we've got 2 Rises. I think. Imagine if one more Rise turns up. In fact, maybe not even having to go that far. So we've got Revenant coming in as well, so for Renegade, they've been doing pretty well up until this point, and they've now just hit, or are likely to hit, another major power spike for themselves. I guess 1-star Rise may not have enough health to guarantee activation, but let's see if Draconic does well against the Rise waiting room.
The Rise waiting room, I love this.
So hip hop jumping in. Yeah, we can see again. I think, I have certainly not been playing a ton of the Abomination Draconic, but from what I saw yesterday, I should be. And against the Forgotten comp, which again is not going heavily into defensive stats, even before the monstrosity turns up, the Forgotten are getting ripped up and torn away.
It's a really impressive comp for sure, and I'm surprised because it went from nobody playing it to just start seeing it everywhere in a very short space of time.
I genuinely wonder, given how well it did, like if we weren't like at the end of a set, and they almost certainly have just kind of thrown the towel in at this point, of being like it could be hotfixed.
Rise has arrived.
All right. It's going to be good stuff, so keep your eyes out on that Rise and see if they take enough damage to activate the Shadow Blue buff, but not enough damage to die, which is quite a hard needle to thread when you're 1-star.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of 1-stars on this team for a player that was streaking so hard for so long. It's interesting to see their board in this state.
Yeah, I can only assume that Renegade's been spending all of their money on getting up to level 7 because they're ahead of Way Too Slick. Level 8 for Renegade because they're ahead of Way Too Slick on 7. Oh, the Rise almost went off, but yeah, just died too quickly to get that chain stun going.
There's quite a few Rise players in this lobby as well. I feel like Renegade may struggle to get that third Rise. That may be the the thing they're stuck on for a while.
You see similar stuff when everyone's going for Draven comps. If you're at the 1-star, you're just so vulnerable to having your game plan turn sideways. And Renegade's on a lost streak right now, but they've certainly got the health pool to support it. Death Belingus, with the Draconic Abomination comp, as you can see on the scoreboard on the right-hand side, is on a winning streak right now, so they're punching up from the bottom of the table, but we do have to worry about Way Too Slick and Thunderfry. So in fact, why don't we go across and look at what Thunderfry is doing? Because they are very low on health right now. In fact, they are the lowest on health in the lobby. And they have gone for an Aphelios composition, which is... it's pretty fun. But I don't know if it will have time to come online in the same way that the Rise needs to hit that 2-star as well.
Let's see. We have like we are stuck solidly into Redeemed here. We've not really changed too much since the last time we saw the board. We just sort of start up.
Oh, I confused myself. I thought for a second we're looking at Thunderfry's board, but yes, it's redeemed with that unfortunate. I don't know if it's unfortunate. The Archangel staff. This is a pretty good setup for both Vel'Koz and for Lux as well. So there's a ton of AP damage coming through.
It looks like they've got the Rise in as well. So there's one less Rise for Renegade to be chasing.
Oh no,
that's a nice zap too.
I do like having the Taric in here as well because redeemed. They're getting all of these extra defensive stats, so having healing as part of the composition really gets you to double up on that. And the cast just going off there, a nice example of how important getting those 2-stars are, because the Taric was barely alive. Riven survives to the end, but I think the raw damage just isn't comparing to what the AP is going to be able to put out. The healing, though, for this Riven is pretty ridiculous. I think that might have been... oh, of course, that was a Dawnbringer heal. I assumed it would have procced before that point, but it hadn't.
I don't hate the team that Thunder's running right now.
No, I don't either. It seems a pretty solid setup, though. We presumably if we get to the point of 4 Mystic, this is going to drop off a cliff in terms of efficacy. From where we are right now, as being one of the bottom 4, and the bottom 4 are all in grave peril, it seems like Thunderfry's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I mean, usually when you see the Redeemed run, you see people choosing to run the Vel'Koz carry or the Lux carry, so to see them both here is like, I like it. It's spicy.
Yeah, I guess just that's the way the item's laid out there. I think it's kind of fortunate that Lux can fulfill that capacity, at least in a somewhat more utility-focused way. against Giga Monster Chad here.
That's a fantastic name.
Yes, I think it's honestly one of the best names I've heard for quite a while. We can see, while there is a little bit of a problem with the Draven, that if they take even the smallest amount of damage, they will die, and that they did do that here. They done enough in that last round to survive, as Way Too Slick exits out in 8th. Gosh, that is surprising, because we saw they had a good comp going, and something from experience, Way Too Slick has been a strong performer in previous tournaments as well.
Everybody has bad games. It's game one. It's early on a Saturday morning. These players may still be half asleep. I don't know I am.
That is almost perfect. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got, I think this might be Crispy's Ghost we're seeing here. Certainly the Dawnbringer setup is pretty nice. Interesting that what we might be seeing is a move towards Invoker, being that we've got the Tino sneaking into the back line. I think we'd normally be expecting to see a Ivern just for the extra body on the board. But do enjoy a little bit of magic resist shred. And it might be enough. Damn! Oh my gosh. I think just possibly by coincidence, possibly by design, the magic resist shred, of course, is going to be fantastic against the redeemed, because they stack up all of those stats and they just need to get shredded.
Well, Thunderfry out. Yeah, Thunderfry and Slick we've lost so far. There we go.
Alright, Thunderfire, we'll drop you out this one so we can see a little bit more easily what's going on with our 2 remaining POV players. And let's see. So I think, yeah, so Way Too Slick is just watching around the place. Let's check in with Rennigan then and see what they're up to, because we are actually down to our top 4 already.
Oh my goodness, yeah, they kind of... Well, there was a huge divide with the streaking players at the top, and then sort of everyone with the sub-60 HP.
Yeah, I mean, this is something we were wondering about from the beginning of the game, is whether or not that would remain in place, and it seems like, you know, it's come at the expense of the lower place players. As Deathblingus is up to level 9. Apparently the followers are around the place as well. I mean,
Way Too Slick getting some tips for game 2.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is one of the reasons for the competition as well. Is there's a fair amount of like smaller TFT streamers in here, which has the bonus, of course, for the stream itself of providing POVs, but also a way for TFT streamers to hang out together and eventually end up with everybody having the same audience as each other.
Oh, I love that.
So, Deathblingus is down to 3. D-Wolf doing very, very well for themselves. You can see them here with the Dawnbringers. So I'm kind of surprised that Deathblingus, I mean, while they're still in, they are the only player left in playing Draconic Abomination. And
yeah, you expected that to perform a little, like a little more dominantly than it has maybe in this game, but who knows? We'll probably see more of it later today.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think the consistency is too good to put aside. So with the Forgotten Draven composition, they have got themselves the multi-target access with the Shadow Runans, but still Draven, mostly there for making the big single target damage, which is of course very good against big single units like this monstrosity, but against the full team, you can find it maybe a little bit lacking, especially if all these Dawnbringers are healing themselves up repeatedly. I also realised that my note for Rennigan is actually completely off. Oh, there we go. So Dawnbringer Karma. So we've got 2 Dawnbringers in the top 4, which is kind of fun. And they're both doing pretty well off of it.
Yeah, well that's, 2 fairly stacked Ravens we've seen in this game.
Let's keep an eye out for some of the items coming in then. So Spirit Shojin, not too bad at all. Though the Karma is already fully stacked, but hey, maybe the temptation would be to try and find a space for the Heimerdinger. Let's see what everyone else has gotten. Oh, that's fun. I don't think I've seen that before. The I don't think we'll be able to get back and look at it anytime soon necessarily, but Death Belingus has got multiple different Abomination items on their Abomination units. So a little bit of a random slot machine as to which particular Abomination you're going to get on any given round.
I like that though. Sometimes you find that though when you're playing a bomb specifically, like if you're going like 5, chances are you're gonna have more than one on. It's just a little lucky dip, see what you get. Perhaps that's not like a pro mindset, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's the thing is, with Abomination, you need to be getting a whole bunch of units up to high star, and it's kind of a shame to not take advantage of the fact they're, a 3-star Nunu or whatever, and actually itemize them to be a carry as well.
Well, there's Death Belingus out. Well, this is a really interesting armory that we're seeing here for Rennigan.
Okay, so Revenant could come in. So that'll put them up to Revenant 3 and give them a stronger returning HP pool. But no, it's going to be Renewer instead, because I think the call, it has been made here. Or at least...
We're going for Renewer?
I presume so. They're dancing. They're on the edge of throwing in the Heimerdinger. The Renewer, that will be Renewer 4 straight away, but it would drop out of 6 Stormbringer. And I think, yes, they've... No. Oh, I take it back.
Yeah, they can do it this way.
Oh, fantastic.
We got Renewer. Where's the goal? Who's gonna be? Where's the go? Gragas.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Oh, I wasn't expecting the Gragas impression. Fantastic.
Oh, that wasn't even Gragas. I'm just Scottish.
Okay. Well, the Rennigan's doing pretty... Oh, I was... Okay, no, I was totally wrong. Rennigan's not doing pretty well here, actually getting smashed pretty hard. I guess...
That's a spicy Draven.
Yeah, that is. And it's going... I think it's just maybe too much damage to allow for that Heimerdinger to get going in the game. Rennigan's going to spend up... Interesting. So we've got Renewer 3 in now. Oh, okay.
Okay, I like this.
Yeah, so I don't quite know how the Renewer trait interacts with Resurrection abilities, but as in if we'll be seeing Volibear come back up with more health than they would otherwise, but it certainly should help their front line.
I'm not sure it would impact the res. They're still gonna come back with the standard. I'm sure.
Okay, doing pretty well against D-Wolf here. So Heimerdinger does get a cast off this time. That's pretty major. Though there is a Heimerdinger cast back from D-Wolf, which...
Oh.
I feel bad for Rennigan here. They've been taking some pretty heavy hits, but they are in the top 2, so I guess I can't feel too bad about the whole thing.
Top 2 is it's top. Yep, it's good. I have to not swear, so yeah.
Oh right, okay. I was trying to figure out what's going on there. I mean, one of my friends recommends the John Madden approach to commentary, which is just you just state things which are true.
The sky is blue. Counterfeit.
It's true. I mean, you don't miss nothing. Don't miss nothing.
I'm saying the Teemo. Okay, I thought we were gonna go for some Teemo temptation there. I respect it. I don't think it's a good idea, but I respect it.
Let's see. So we've got D-Wolf and Woo coming out of her. Sorry, I'm sneakily
Assassin Italy. Assassin Italy. No, but it's just the hanging items would make us. It's not gonna like change the world or anything. But I just thought we'd get to see it. I'm sad.
Yeah, that seems strange. I mean, I guess the trait wouldn't... I think the leap to back part of the trait would activate. At least I think that works with that.
Ooh. Could this be the swing?
Both of them on roughly 20 HP, so we're keeping an eye out closely to see what ends up coming in. We could have a 2-star Assassin Nidalee. The temptation must be overwhelming.
The absurdity. I'm here for it though.
I could honestly kind of go for an Assassin Heimerdinger.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think it's going to put you into a position where you're going to take less aggro because you just jump behind the opposing team.
Oh, are we going to see it? We're seeing. Yes! Oh, let's go.
Does it hop? It does!
It does, yeah. It's innate to all assassins, even created ones.
Wait, this is totally legit. There's actually a
Yeah,
classics in the competition as well, so it is a running assassin.
and that's just more dodge chance for Nidalee.
Fantastic! There we go, the difference maker! Assassin Nidalee.
Let's do
D-Wolf
it.
didn't know what hit them.
Shroud and Reach Blade. That's not Shroud, that's a cloak. That's not. I have a mental block with items, so I call things that they aren't, but in my head it's true.
I think...
Which is not great for casting.
No, what you can do is just come up with your own names for them. As long as it's kind of like roughly clear what you're talking about, then I honestly think that you're providing more value when you come up with your own thing than if you stick to traditional rules.
Well, like the cloak and bow item, couldn't tell you what it's called. I call it a spready boy.
Fantastic! That's great. Do you want to hear my one for Rabadon's Death Cap?
Absolutely.
It's a Rabadabble Snubble Cup.
I mean, that's a mouthful, but I like it.
It's definitely not easier to say, but I would say it's probably more fun to say.
What's this? The Rabble Dabble
Schnubble Cup.
Schnobble Cap.
I think you need to hit the C in there, the schnubble, to really get the full effect, the full schnubble.
Okay, this could potentially be our last fight.
Oh yeah, I'm almost certainly. So Renegade doing some very nice switcheroo to set up for the Heimerdinger to have the most impact. So they've got now the Caustic Death Cap and also the QS. It's going to be tight, but yeah, the Garen. I really like the Renewer Garen as well there. So you're
that's
healing up under the shield. Fantastic. Very nicely done.
There we go. Renegade with the strong start. And then we had a bit of drama and suspense to the middle. But Renegade coming out with the victory. It's pretty good.
Alright, so congratulations to all involved. I hope everybody had fun, because that means we're done with our coverage of the first round. Hopefully they'll post results so we can just confirm everything official-like. Let's see. I need to check and see if the other lobby is going. Let's see. Is anyone from there streaming?
I'll have to be right back for a quick break.
Sure.
In a moment.
Alright, well, I think as we get ready for Lobby 2, we will take ourselves a few minutes break for all of our friends' bio needs and things. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few minutes' time. Oh my gosh, I haven't updated this since it was 13. How terrible. But yeah, stick around and we'll catch you in a few minutes' time.
Hello, gamer.
Hello, video gamers. So, we're back on stream. Because I didn't figure out a setup where we weren't back on stream since we started talking again. So that's good news. So we're just getting our results all sorted out. Are these the... Oh, there we go. Lobby 1. So yeah, Renegade winning Lobby 1 with the Dawnbringers. And D-Wolf coming in second place. With... I was going to say more Dawnbringers, but I guess Invokers is maybe a better way of putting it. Mumu coming in third with Forgotten. Deathblingus in fourth with the Draconic setup there. Crispy Burger in fifth with a Riven comp that I guess was maybe eventually supposed to become something else, but they died before they could make it happen. Giga Monster Chad coming in sixth with the Aphelios comp. Thunderfry with the Redeemed and Way Too Slick. And then 8th, did see some messages in the chat beforehand. I just saw what you were reading. Thunderfire apparently had a bit of a tough time in that last game, so that's why they quit out early. And it's understandable. But I hope, hopefully it'll be a more relaxed for game 2. We
lost Way Too Slick, way too quick, but I have high hopes.
Oh damn! Is there a possibility of having some rapping turn up in this at some point? Because I'm absolutely here for it.
I am not being paid enough for this gig. No,
well, evidently we need to start a GoFundMe.
A GoFundMe to have me rap the. Wait, at what point did I say I could rap? Because
you said it with the fact that you just set up an effortless rhyme.
Oh no, I thought about that one for a good 5 seconds before I said it.
5 seconds? It takes people a lot longer than that to normally do it. Oh hey, we've got some new people turning through. Jota, there we go. Give Maisie some support. So on my way back to the desk, I was trying out some of my my voices. And I was like, how annoying would it be to listen to these during a cast? I was like, very? I would assume.
Yeah, no, I think it would be arrested by Krugs.
Oh my gosh. It's high stakes.
Is noon. Wrong game.
Noon.
Does McCree is now the new TFT champion.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably gonna happen at some point. But yeah, Cluda, nice to see you. So, Maisie, you probably haven't. I don't know if you know Cluda already. You might have come across her. She's been in some TFT stuff. But she does some fantastic live music on Twitch. And it's not just live music, it's live music and a lot of swearing.
Oh, hell yeah. Cluda, I have a question for you. If you were a Britney Spears song, which one would you be?
Oh, fantastic.
I feel like I can learn a lot about a musician by what you say here.
Oh my gosh. What would your answer be?
Toxic, I go with anything. You can mash me up with anything and I'll make it work.
I like it. That was also
I don't know why I had the answer like right away. You can also be toxic. It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
There's room for all of us. Have you seen how many different costumes Britney has in that music video? Like, we get it. All be toxic.
Fantastic stuff. So we are. I'm just going to quick scout around to see which one of our lobbies is going to have the most POV players in it, because that's really the decision making here as to which lobby we watch. Also, we've got a player called Olga Stole My Baby, which is, I don't know if that's a reference or something, but it's exceptionally strange.
Wherever Olga is, I do hope Olga and the baby are reprehended, and the baby is returned.
And Way Too Slick. Okay, okay, I mean, I guess we can go with this lobby. It's fine. We've got 2 POVs at least, so we're not going to end up hopefully getting chucked out unless we have 2 players rage quit at the same time. Which
don't rage quit, please. If you rage quit, you'll get bad RNG. You'll never hit your 4-star. Your 4-cost 2-star carry. If you rage quit, it's actually I'm on the Riot LPP, and I can confirm that is in fact true.
Is this a piece of clout which you throw around whenever the
Clout?
conversation?
No, I'm just revealing some official Riot lore, and if anyone from Riot's watching, I didn't see any of this.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, people are posting memes. Oh, I see. Lobby 1 is pretty stacked, is what I'm getting from that one. Alright, let's mute Way Too Slick before we start. So Way Too Slick is also pretty sweary as well. So try and keep it mostly clean on the channel, but I'm aware, making exception for you here today, Maisie. You know,
I haven't swore once, and
No,
that
I'm
is my
impressed.
culture. I'm like defying my ancestors right now by not dropping F-bombs every 3 words.
I really appreciate it, honestly, I do. Alright, I think we are about ready to get into game number 2.
Round 2.
Let's get going.
Let's get in range.
I'm going to just make sure our scoreboard is refreshed. There we go. Wunderbar. Alright, so we've just got 2 players, Way Too Slick and Jevenoy? I actually have no idea how to say that name.
Jevenois, maybe? Do we have a French player?
I don't know, but let's go with Jevenois because it's more fun to say.
Jevenois.
Ah, welcome, Jevenois. I think actually adopting someone's accent while saying a whole sentence saying their name is probably the worst thing you can do.
Avez-vous un Draven? Okay, no, I'm gonna stop that immediately.
I couldn't think of how to follow that up, so I just left it with an incredibly awkward silence instead.
Yeah, I was like, you're regretting asking me coming to this broadcast right about now.
Well, so I think we've teased people with this idea enough. I think we need to. I think at this point we need to pay the impression tax.
Oh.
So which we can maybe see how long it can go before it becomes untenable, which would probably be like a sentence.
Okay.
But which yodel would you like to try and commentate this game in?
Oh, my vocal cords have already fallen out thinking about that. Possibly Timo. I think Timo is my my boy.
All right. Stefanovic, thank you for following. The tournament's going great. We're in round number 2 at the moment, where we're actually going to see some Hellion players. Yes, my favourite. But yes,
Oh, no.
I've been joined, astonishingly, not just Maisie Marzipan on today's stream, but also Timo as well. Timo, how's it going?
Never underestimate the power of the Scout's code.
Oh my gosh, Timo, you're so wise. You're so small, but yet so wise. Very Yoda-like in that respect. I don't know if you get that a lot.
Yoda. I can't do the whole thing as Timo. I can do the Timo voice lines. This is very out of character. I'm ruining everybody's immersion.
Oh,
I'm
no,
so
my
sorry. Timo
immersion.
isn't actually here.
I mean, I was. That was some true radio illusion out the window there. I'm very upset.
That's gotta sting.
Oh, I know, Jota. I'm sorry. Also, we better not do any impressions of Father Christmas or anything, otherwise it's go to hell real quick.
Doing any impressions of what, sorry?
Father Christmas.
Oh, what? Why? It's friggin' it's July, friends.
I don't know. It made sense in my head. All right. What can I do?
Right, we got the Hackian opener coming out from Giga Monster
right.
Chat also.
Let's move past this unfortunate series of incidents. Stefanovic is holding out for the Ash. It might be a while, I don't know.
Steffi likes the Ash. I was about to say Ash isn't even in this set, but she is, and I'm not qualified for my position today.
Okay, so let's see. What's Yoka got going on here? I mean, the only place I've been seeing people prioritizing Varus is in the Bulldozer comp, so I assume that if we start to see some skirmishes drifting here as well, then that would tend to be it, because, you know, it's the Pantheon plus Varus, the combined two.
I can see that coming out.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
We got the Udyr on the bench as well, perhaps holding out for some Draconic here. Maybe the set next round, and we'll see that just about on time Draconic. I don't like to go Draconic if we're past sort of about 2-1, 2-2, but you know, anything can happen. It seems to be very strong right now, so I could see people prioritizing it and going it a little later just to try and get ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to put in a Draconic Abomination question mark for Crispy Burger.
Ooh.
I mean, the item set that they got right now seems to kind of scream that that's what they're going for. You know, they've got themselves a Shadow Runans, they've got themselves, you know, already a 2-star Callista. It's a little bit unfortunate that they've somehow ended up with a Brawler Skeleton there, but I think that's still fairly likely. I didn't quite catch that, but I enjoyed listening to it.
It was like Luxpear. Are we gonna say goodbye to the potential Draconic Dream here?
I think once you've played against someone who's running Draconic, it kind of feels a little bit rude to then just start saying, hey, maybe I'll take your comp, but...
I don't know, some people just wake up and choose violence.
Oh, how terrible. But...
That's me. That's what I do. I'm the violence.
Oh, well, there you go. At least we know where we stand.
Yeah.
So, for Olga Stole My Baby, which is still just... I don't know. I don't know what world planet we're on.
We need to find Olga. This is out of control.
I know. This is the sub quest we've got for this game of TFT, is to try and locate Olga and hopefully the baby as well.
Oh yeah, the baby.
It's like, oh, forget the baby, just find Olga.
I just want justice. I wasn't thinking about anything else.
Oh no, I understand.
I'm going full Punisher man.
I'm understanding your priorities now. It's it's all about delivering justice. Consequences be damned. But let's take a look across the lobby as we come into our first carousel. So Way Too Slick and Giga Monster Chad. We are definitely blessed with some pretty impressive names today. Both of them on 100. So they're doing very well for themselves. Death Belingus down at 80, our current lowest player. So not a huge spread between the two, but to maintain 2 undefeated players means that we likely have only one of them making it all the way to Crux.
Death Belingus, of course, sporting the best little legend in the game, the Earth Daisy. If you have it, big props.
Oh yes, that's the very low chance one from the somewhat cheaper egg, right?
Yeah, they either have really good luck or too much money.
I like to think both.
Well, they don't have it anymore if it's the too much money, because that thing is hard to get.
That's true. We're going to make the decisions here as we come up against Mr. 5 HP Skiller, who talked to you very briefly in one of the outgame lobbies. Got some early fame in the casual competition scene for making some impressive comebacks from almost dead. Unfortunately, they've got way too much HP right now to actually be effective. And
a good selection of items on the board, ready to sort of be placed whenever a decision's been made.
Yeah, Skillet is towards the bottom, so I think they are maybe trying to run a loss streak in towards the end. Hopefully they don't come across a Death Belingus, or they'll come to a abrupt end. But for Slick and for Monster Chad, they have remained undefeated, so both of them on 100. I've been keeping a close eye to see if either of them are leveling, because if they do happen to play each other, that's quite a lot of money they'll be throwing down the drain if they lose.
I gotta say, this Skiller playstyle, this is how I operate. I see you, Skiller. I respect you. I have faith.
But we've really got to wait for them to hit that 5 HP as we see what Death Belingus has been doing up to this point. So presumably they're building up towards what could be a Draven comp position later on, but right now they are not quite open forcing, but it's not that far away from it either.
Yeah, I think having the Vayne 1 as well, like the Forgotten comp doesn't tend to shine until you get the Draven, unless of course you're running the Vayne carry. So having the Vayne 1 is kind of not what you want to see here. But once that Draven 1 comes out, I have like firm belief that the death can just like come back.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever actually heard like someone really emphasize the point by kind of slapping their hands.
Oh shit! Yeah, I talk with my hands like.
No,
And
it's great. I love it.
you can't see me, so it's like it doesn't. You just hear like slapping in the background. But
That's really interesting. I never really considered doing that, but it's so that is one of the things with casting generally. Like in all seriousness, like because we're just voices at the moment, so it is hard to find those avenues of expression. So I kind of feel like any method you can use to express yourself is, is valid as long as it adds something.
nice. Well, my strange nervous tics are coming through.
Alright, so, I realised we were looking at Yucca for a while, and we've actually not updated to what kind of comp they're running. So, they've stuck with the Redeemed so far. They seem to be doing alright. We've yet to see if they are going to get tempted off the path of righteousness towards the Bulldozer, because they haven't had any Pantheons turn up as of yet. But there's still a possibility. We do, though, have 2 players, so we should really check in. And by seeing what Weighty Slick is up to, which is Skirmisher, this is going to put a stop in the path of the Bulldozer comp by taking away its Pantheons. Up against Olga, who has built up a forgotten comp of their own, running the, oh my gosh, the Shadow Titans, which for a while absolutely ruled the place. Gosh, that's one of those items I'm definitely not going to miss. Come next. So Shadow Titans resolve the where people would stack up like multiples of them on Hecarim, and then every time you hit him, he would just blow up your unit.
I called this one the Murder Horse comp. It was my
Yes.
favorite.
I'm as a big proponent of the Dr. Horrible Sigmar blog. I prefer Bad Horse as my description of any horse-based comps.
Murder Horse, too bad. That's like the ultimate. Murder is just the ultimate bad when you think about it.
That's true. Yeah, just bad. Give him the slap. Blow a balloon. I don't know what we're going for here, but I'm trying to go with it.
I'm never getting invited back.
I mean, honestly, you're doing a fantastic job. It's great. This is one for the history books. All right, so we've kind of got an interesting setup here for Way Too Slick. So they've got the skirmisher just in as the front line, and we're kind of seeing like that as a dip into for a lot of squads that pre-skirmisher, or in this case for skirmisher, is decent enough by itself to be almost a replacement for just kind of a brawler front line, while having a little bit more emphasis on damage over raw tankiness.
Yeah, it's just a shame that we're stuck with a lot of 1-stars right now. Like, but even that 1-star Yasuo is putting in work, but he just needs a little more survivability.
Yeah, I think it's still a pretty strong boy. So, got some big hopes for him. As Skiller is doing the dance there. Apparently, Just You Wait has been fulfilled. As I think Skiller's still doing pretty well. Hopefully we'll be able to see the scoreboard in a little bit, because the... oh, there we go. That's a big skirmisher coming in, so... I'm trying to figure out, so... With the... So, Ruinous Hurricane makes sense if we're gonna go down the skirmisher route.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course. Maybe the Yasuo items are going to get divided into Jax and Nidalee. I was trying to figure out why we would have the dual gauntlet in here, but I think that maybe the idea was to go down the Yasuo route initially, but I think these items still can work.
This is not a comp I've played too much of, the Yasuo, so I feel like I'm extra not qualified to speak on it. I just say things like, "Oh, Ganon looks cool," or "I like that little legend."
To be fair, if you listen to enough casting, you'll realise that's basically what people are saying. They just managed to disguise it better.
Oh.
I mean, to tip my hand on one of the closest held casting secrets, just because I like to cause trouble. Most stuff that people will say on a cast is just a very disguised version of
Oh, see, I haven't got past the just saying stage yet. Like, or the likes, like inserting lots of like. It's quite guilty of that.
It takes time. You really have to kind of like train yourself, but the kind of stuff you can do. Sorry, I won't get too far off track here. I know I'm fairly off track already. Is you just train yourself to do things like you repeat back what the other person said, but just phrased differently. And that's an because you're just buying yourself time to speak. Or time to think.
That.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, you come in with a whole bunch of prep, you're like, oh yeah, so yeah, let's talk about Way Too Slick. You know, I've heard Way Too Slick got a new cat, maybe. I don't know if they did, but I hope they
I
did.
sure hope they did, because that's a joyous occasion in anybody's life.
It is. And honestly, Slick, if you didn't get a new cat, what are you doing?
Yes, like, I think you should adopt a cat. I'm no veterinarian, but okay.
I'm not a cat myself, but
But if I was,
I would be very happy to be adopted. I don't know what's going on.
yes, Counter, thanks for that.
Oh no! Even Twitch is upset at the very idea of it.
I'm sorry, Twitch. Twitch, of course, is a rat and does not like cats.
That's true. That's just medical facts. You see, you are a veterinarian.
I am actually a vet. I mean, I went to nursing school, so I'm basically a vet for humans.
That's true. All right. I mean, I'm willing to accept that as an idea. And
Nice.
honestly, if I was in your position, I'd put that on my business card.
I'm a vet for humans. Actually, I'm just a Twitch streamer. What went wrong? What happened? Anyway, back on track. What's Jerk up to? Fiery little fire chicken. We still on the redeemed path?
Yeah. Well, so Deathbelling, it looks like they have stuck the landing with the Forgotten Comp, and I think probably up to 6 Forgotten at the moment. And even though they're still on Vayne rather than the Draven, which will be coming later on, they're doing dramatically better than when we saw them last time.
Yeah, they started up and gained a lot of power, especially getting that Vayne to Vayne 2 is muy spicy.
Ugh. Muy bueno. I think that's how it goes. And we have received some extra special secret information. For anyone who's reading the chat, this will not be news, but for those of you who may be watching back afterwards, this is Skiller just got a Draven and Rise shop at level 6. What a hero.
Yeah, I like that. I like that lots. Skiller still got the items on the bench as well. This is like a big flex.
Yeah, so it's a lot of the time for when people are playing in tournaments and things. This will be probably the first time they'll have had commentators picking apart every aspect of their play while they're doing it. So
welcome to the anxiety zone. I will be your host.
Oh my gosh! All right, well, let's go for a level 7 Kale as well.
Sure, why not? Let's go. Jerk's got this. Oh no, I've been joined by a real life cat. Please don't be disruptive. It's funny on my stream. It's destructive anywhere else. I've been ganked by Nidalee. Help.
You know, I commend your soul. What have we got here? Sapphire. I like their name. I don't think I've seen someone spell Sapphire that way before. But it's neat.
It is indeed.
They're actually still going to win, though? Wait, who won? No,
Oh my god.
It was Sapphire.
Get off the mic!
Oh my gosh, well, they just purring directly into the microphone because
You!
that was amazing. I wasn't mentally ready for that to happen, but I'm glad it did.
This is cat commentary. I can translate.
Interesting, interesting. Tell me more.
He's actually just saying he's really hungry.
Hungry
That's not
for
helpful.
first.
Hungry for Skiller to use the M items. Skiller doesn't need to. Like, I mean, they might have. I haven't seen the board in a while. Charlie, leave the mic alone.
Honestly, I love it. It's the first time I'm co-commentating with a cat, and this is really a career first for me, and I'm so happy.
This is so unprofessional. My cat is casted.
Oh my gosh. Well, there we go. We're all about the clout in the Twitch clips. Honestly, that would make a great one. Alright, so Olga. We don't know if they found the baby yet, but they have found themselves a pretty strong setup with a Hecarim.
It's the bad horse that we were talking about.
Bad horse! Bad horse! Bad horse! That's a bad horse. This is a throwback. It's a throwback to the Murder Horse Bad Horse comp from time back before they nerfed Shadow Titan's Resolve to be, I think, 5% less effective.
Ooh.
And that
Throwback
could have been
and
different.
Syndra throwing back the hacker into Olga, still my baby.
There you go. See, natural caster, you found the segue between the 2 points.
Well, I don't know if the word caster should be anywhere near my name, but I'm here and I'm trying.
Ah, that's all anyone could ever ask for. Apparently, Skiller has a catster.
I'm a catster!
Yes!
Okay.
I think I actually misread what Stefanovich said, but I think that's the end result of that whole thing. Is catster is now a thing.
I'm not a caster, I'm a catster. I love it, I love it.
I really... oh my word. Oh my days. This is just great.
I could shut up in another room if this is distracted.
Please don't. My brain is just like, it's just completely like gone, but I think it's honestly fantastic content.
Some ASMR to brighten up your Saturday, gamer. Do you know you could actually subscribe to this tournament for free with your Twitch Prime in chat?
Ah, oh you.
If this is the kind of content you want to love and support, get your primes out from my boy Counterfeit.
Ah, you're too kind. Alright, we should probably talk about the game at some point. Ugh.
Oh yeah, there's a game.
Alright, so, in exciting news, headlines just in. Skiller 0904 is at the top of the lobby, having slammed their items on suggestion of a cat and also the person who brought them today.
I'm a catster.
Catsters Anonymous. It's worked. I mean, Skiller's winning now. They weren't winning before, I think. I don't know, I wasn't paying that much attention, honestly. But down at the bottom, it's in the grim far future, is way too slick. Let's check in with what they're doing, because they are currently our bottom place player with Skirmisher Dragon Slayer. I think you can actually get to 6 Skirmisher for Dragon Slayer at level 8, but I don't know if Slick's going to get that far because they are getting clobbered.
I think are they going for this extra? Oh, goodbye, Charlie. They're going for the extra bow, perhaps, for this RFC on the Yasuo.
Oh yes, no, that makes sense. So we've got one more round of items coming in, so hopefully they'll be able to find that. Crispy is ripping them up with the Abomination Draconic. Of course, fully be expecting to see it in every lobby. Huntertron, Counterfeit Cat. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I don't actually have a cat, but if I did, it would 100% be on my lap and it powering the microphone.
Can't believe not one of you's got your prime out for Counterfeit.
Someone did get their prime out, I'm pretty sure.
Did they? Oh, I'm sorry. In which case, congratulations. Good decision.
Who was it? It was
I tipped my cat at you.
Please, no cat tipping. Who's got enough problems with cow tipping in this part of the country? Well, I don't know, actually. I'm just making it up.
I don't know what cat tipping is, man.
It's where you say...
We do just have a wee bloodthirster sitting there. Make your items, mate!
I mean, this has been your advice so far, and honestly, I think it has been good advice so far.
I don't know, like, you get items, you use items, you do good, make win. It's basic science, really.
I mean, that's what I learned in school.
Yeah.
Also, that cats aren't allowed in class, apparently. Ugh.
Look, rules are made to be broken.
Yucca's made to be broken as well. Way Too Slick gets a win there, and also gets a fairly significant upgrade on their current main tank. So
That's a beautiful pantheon.
It is, and I might need to revise some of my earlier testimony here, because I think we are actually going to be seeing a Legionnaire comp rather than a Skirmisher Dragon Slayer comp. So we've got the hopefully Yasuo 3, and then the Dragon Slayers in there with the Mordekaiser then stepping into the other tank role of the Pantheon to provide a frontline. It's a pretty good comp, and it's been around for ages.
Now, what are we going to see come out here with these items? We got a remover as well, which is very interesting.
I don't know if the right term for it is Dragon Legionnaire, but that's what I'm calling it now.
We're the casters. We coin the terms.
That's true. Get ahead
Other
of it.
people will repeat them, and they will go into circulation, and we will become just gods, really, when you think about it.
That's true. We need to kind of fit our own names into these somehow to make sure we keep credit.
I don't want anyone to know the things that come out of my head half the time.
It must be a state secret. And also, what is a state secret is where Olga is keeping that baby. Let's see how they do with a with a very strong Draven setup here. I wasn't sure what was going on there.
I need an adult.
Well, okay, so Olga's doing pretty darn well for themselves. They've got pretty much everything they need, so we can update them to be Forgotten Draven. Exclamation mark, because they're so strong. Hurrah.
Oh, we do. Oh, I didn't realize we had exclamation mark rules in this tourney.
I mean, we're breaking...
Stop rolling! Slick is on the spot of danger.
It's too hot for Twitch. Let's switch across. Actually, we can... Well, I think we can go directly to their Twitch view if we need to. But let's take this opportunity to switch across to... Yeah. Oh, actually, no, we do need to be going to Way Too Slick because they are on the edge of elimination, and so we don't want to miss out on them.
I'm on the edge.
Oh no! Are we gonna
Get an advert.
I know.
Curse you, Twitch.
All right. I guess we're gonna go with Yuck and Way Too Slick. Maybe eliminated off screen. That would be unfortunate.
Oh, Crispy Burger running the 3-star Zyra. That kind of snuck up on us.
Oh, delicious.
I mean, maybe it didn't. Maybe we were just talking about rubbish. But you know.
It's not impossible. Oh no!
Oh, eliminated by an advert.
Ah, truly, is it anything worse as well? And also, the Monster Chad has dipped as well. So we're down to our top 6. Crispy Burger going up to 3-star Zyra. Did you call that? Wait, are that 2 players for 3-star Zyra, or was that the same player?
I believe that's the same. It's just Crispy Burger, I'm sure.
All right, so we can take away the question mark and add on exclamation mark. So, you know, admittedly, there is no way of correctly doing a scoreboard. This is also the first time I've ever started putting in exclamation marks, but obviously, Mizzy, you know, you're a trendsetter. You're definitely pushing the genre forward.
Oh. That's news to me. I appreciate it, though.
So, we've got 2 big AP comps against each other now. Sapphire with the Dawnbringer Karma against Yucca's Vel'Koz setup. The Vel'Koz doesn't have a Gunblade or anything, so once they take that damage, it's going to stick. I think, unfortunately...
That's gotta stick.
Yucca takes a big hit, and also gets taunted at the same time. How terrible.
No, we don't stand taunting in this good, wholesome tournament.
Ah, okay, well...
Maybe we do, I don't know.
Maisie, I want to put the question to you. Because we're all about interaction here, and allowing the people to have a voice. Because that's never gone badly for anyone.
Uh-oh.
So, Stefanovic reckons that Kale needs more items. From where you're sitting, Maisie, do you think that is correct?
So, from where I'm sitting, I would like to provide to you some of my expert. That is a triple ice cream cone syndrome.
Ice cream fountain, yes.
Okay, back to the Kale question at hand with Steffi. Allow me to give you some of my insight. Not so much on the game or Kale, but on Steffi. Steffi is a notorious Kale abuser and has been for several sets. Anytime there is a Kale, Steffi's like, "Oh, Roy, mate, I'm gonna get this." He's not even Australian. I can't even do an Australian accent, but he loves Kale. And he will play Kale every game, and relentlessly annoy me with the commitment to just beating me with Kale. So if you ask Steffi if Steffi plays TFT, he will say no. I play Kale.
Aww. Oh gosh, yeah, wow. That the reputation seems to have preceded them. It's kind of interesting, given that Kale did take that massive hit. I'm trying to remember exactly what Kale's initial hit point pool was, but they definitely don't seem like they've been terrifically popular in more recent times in the games I've seen, but I guess if you can keep them alive, then they're still going to be good.
Yeah, Kale just needs to get to that ascension point. The initial ascension, I believe they made slightly quicker but less powerful. Unless they changed it again, because I stopped reading patch notes when 5.5 came on PBE.
That is totally valid, and honestly, I don't think they've really changed very much at all.
But Kale just, I don't know. I don't think she's ever felt really remarkable as a 5 class. And of course, she will be returning for 5.5 just without the Verdant on her, because Verdant's no longer a trait. I could really talk numbers on 5.5 all day, but that's not where we are, Counterfeit. We're in Step 5 right now.
Well, hopefully, you'll be able to come back and join for a Set 5.5 competition. I hope so.
Our broadcast's not even over. You're already back.
I know.
That's a risky maneuver.
This is, you know, this is the way you get ahead in business. You just make plans, and then forget about them 5 seconds later.
Oh no!
All right. So let's see. So what have we got going in the lobby? Monster Chad, way too slick. Death Bling is all gone. Olga stole my baby. We thought was dead, but it's actually on 1 HP.
We must clarify that is the player and not the baby, which Olga stole.
Yes. It's I love people's names, which is a whole story in of itself. You know, it raises so many questions.
Crispy Burger too. Just paints the narrative that its beauty is comparable to a Bob Ross painting. I'm really hungry.
Oh, I was trying to figure out where you were going with all that, but I'm glad that I didn't have to by the end.
Yeah, no, I'm just I just say words sometimes. Like my mouth just opens and we say things.
I mean, it sounds like you're an absolute natural caster. So that if you listen, honestly, if you listen to most casting, most of it is just filler. Like it's
all killer, no filler. Wait, no, it's the opposite of Sum 41. It's Mus 14. 14 Mus.
Oh my gosh, we're going to free association now, and that's, of course, the danger zone. As we actually get to see Yucca and Sapphire have a rematch, which lets them in the danger zone as well. There you go, transition. It's even
just call me Kenny Loggins, baby, because we in the danger zone.
Yes, there we go. We'll see, absolutely perfect. It doesn't go well for the Redeemed this time either, and Yucca falls for the second time. Sapphire will remain to land in actually the top 3 because Olga was perhaps found by that baby and dispatched off in 5th.
Yes. We have a posture check.
Yeah. I mean, because we haven't got any visuals here, we really need to sell the audio of the whole experience. Yeah.
No, I'm afraid my spine is stuck in a C shape. I don't have scoliosis or anything. I just sit like this.
A cave horror.
Yeah, cave horror from OSRS. That's my actual posture. That's how I look right now.
I was trying to figure out what that abbreviation was. I didn't play RuneScape for many years. But I'm glad it's still going.
Of course, in 2007, old school RuneScape was just called
RuneScape. Yep.
If you can believe it, gamers.
There were video games before, but fortunately, I was to say we've got better ones now, but actually it's not true at all because people are still playing old school RuneScape. So I don't know.
Can't wait for Raid Shadow Legends to come to the GameCube, man.
What?
Mario 64 was excellent. When are they releasing Mario 65?
I haven't actually heard that one before. Wonderful.
I'm just opening my mouth and things are coming out. Okay, let's get back to the game.
Alright, we got top 3 here. We're hyper-focused on an incredibly competitive TFT game. I'm going to now start making my voice sound more caster-like. As, oh my gosh, it's Abomination Draconic. Exactly what we expected, Maisie.
Oh yes, Counterfeit. We are getting into the top 3 and things are heating up, and oh boy, I can't tell if it's warm outside or if I'm sweating profusely because this is incredible. Over to you, Counterfeit.
I feel like I'm covered in fire ants, Maisie, because that was a fantastic performance from the Draconics. And also, Skiller loses out on the same round as well. I'm drifting accent here.
Yeah. Oh wow, you gone full New York, baby. But like not even like authentic New York, just like people from New York are crying.
I can't promise good quality, but I can promise consistent terribleness.
That's what I like to hear, mate.
All right, it's Australian. It's poor Australian
No,
castle.
that's all right. No, we're not even encroaching Australia. We think we're we're in the fucking sea. Oh, I said it.
Oh, it's the first time. Put out the bells. Put out the bells.
I'm going to the penalty box. Is there penalties? Do we take penalties in this game?
I think you have to get yourself a box for your cat to sit in, and then you have to stand next to it, knowing you're not even allowed in the penalty box because your cat got there first.
Okay, so Skiller's made a comeback.
Yeah, Skiller.
Skiller had the rough start and then just used their items and is now just popping off. And we were right. We got the switch into the Draven. Although I believe they had a tainted Zeke's. I don't know, was there maybe a Reforger or something at some point?
That's weird because I don't know why they would want to reforge that, given that's one of the best Draven items. But I don't know. Skiller maybe got a bit excited. They were like, they got mazied before, and like, what? Oh gosh, there's. I don't want to make that pun actually, because I feel like you've heard it too many times before.
Are you gonna say like amazing?
Yeah, something like that. And I was like, no, it's just too lame. It's not even kind of funny, cringe. It's just awful.
It's okay, right? Who's your money on here with that crispy burger and their 3-star Zyra, or the formidable Forgottens coming out? I mean, there's a freaking curse of nature there. That's not what it's called, but my brain fails me. They could get an extra 2 units on the board, crispy burger, if things start to go south for them.
So crispy burgers at level 9. I think this comp is gonna top out ahead of the Forgotten. Right now, Skiller doesn't even have a third item on the Draven. Which means that they, as much as they top out less than the Draconic does, with all of the, silliness from Heimerdinger, I don't see this going well. Well, I mean, it's a little easy to say that when we're watching the end of the round. But I don't think Skiller's got a way back into the game. This would be a relevant item for Draven. At least Crispy Burger has got a fairly trash item for their last item of the game.
But I don't know. I really don't know if that's gonna make the difference. Just one trash item, like Crispy Burger's got a couple of outs here, and the Forgotten comp is great, and it's part of why I love to use it for claiming. You just force it every game, but it's not something that's gonna consistently come first. Actually, if anything, for me, it rarely did, but it was always top 4. I think it was only ever not top 4 like 3 or 4 times from unranked to Plat 1.
Oh, I agree with you. I mean, certainly going from the tournaments I was saying yesterday, he was extremely consistent at getting, very high finishes. And I guess it's probably the degree of how competent you are at piloting at this stage that's going to make the difference between whether or not you can, hit those consistent top 4s or sneak out the top ones when they become available. I mean, Crispy Burger's on the win streak right now. They've managed to transition their items, or they've managed to get the Heimerdinger in the field, though it's admittedly not actually a Heimerdinger with specific items. That's Thieves' Gloves, so the power of Crispy Burger's composition is going to vary wildly comparing based on what items turn up for the Heimerdinger.
Younger.
I couldn't say it better myself.
Isn't it just great when you're casting, you have someone to bounce off of? There's never any awkward pauses or strange things said.
Yes, I love that. That's my favorite thing. Alright, so Bad Horse. And against a 3-star Zyra. I think this is a 3-star horse. Oh, no, the heal. Wow, that was a lot closer than I was expecting it to be.
Do you think we'll see the Curse of Nature slammed here now? Because that was slightly close. Or do you think Crispy Burger's going to just take the clean victory without the gimmicks?
The thing is, if you're winning already, this is such a niche situation to be in, where you've got the ability to bring out a Shadow Force of Nature, but you don't have to. Because if you do, and somehow you lose, you're giving Skiller a way back in, because you'll take a ton of damage in Stage 7. I don't know quite how much it would be specifically, but if there's a...
No, they're going for the clean.
Yeah, I genuinely just don't... They've got time. If they lose this round, I think they will. But if they don't want to risk losing and then losing most of their health in one go. The Draven staying alive, I think, is the main thing here. And, oh, no, never mind. They're gone.
Donger.
I think this is going to be the end of it. So yeah, Crispy Burgers with maximum style points wins with a Shadow Force of Nature unused in their composition. That's how freaking overpowered this Draconic Abomination comp is.
It's the river sprite difference. You see it all the time with Improbable Blob.
Just always finding those edges. Ugh. Alright, so that is not the correct scoreboard because TFT's got a whole weird thing where I guess it only bothers to send you the scoreboard when you leave because it just doesn't want to do anything else.
Yeah, it just shows you the state of the board when you left. Like, or when you were eliminated rather than when you left. It's probably just too much memory for the game to keep it updating across all the players.
Yeah, I suppose to be fair, most of the time people don't care. Right, so with that, our second round is done. Let's see. Lobby 1 is... Yeah, so that's Lobby 1 done. So Lobby 2 is still in progress. No, Lobby 2 is done as well. So with that in mind, we're going to take ourselves a 5-minute break to make sure that our voice boxes don't fall out and the players get a chance to take care of business before our final round of competition here today. So stick around, and we'll catch y'all after the break.
Ooh, ooh.
Ew.